Hey, hey, okay. Oh God, it's hot in here. Well, buckle down, boy. So it's your punishment for not recording for... I don't even know. Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and yes, we are back with more RWBY. Look, listen, hear me out. I have nothing. I'm really sorry for everybody that's been patiently or even impatiently waiting for RWBY to come back. It's a mixture of my laziness and having much less time to do this than I used to. But I'm gonna buckle down and I'm gonna record a couple of these, or a few of these actually. I think up to episode 8, so 4 episodes today. Hopefully there won't be such a pause once we hit that. I'll record as many as I can with RWBY because there's only 13 episodes, and with work, who knows when I'll be able to record next. So, last episode, we had the team after they beat the was it Geist, I believe, that had taken parts of the I know it's a cave, but the remnants of the cave in, the oh my god, I can't remember the stupid word for it, the debris, and including some of the dust, which would have made it very dangerous to hit at certain parts. But luckily, we had the ops team, the Ace Ops. They were luckily really good, with really cool semblances. One of them having like an astral arm, astral projection kind of arm thing. One of them, I think her name was Elm Edern, I believe, who like manifested these. For what I'm assuming because of her name, like this energy that kind of resembled tree roots that kind of gave her more foundation. She's also very strong on her own, which was great. Nora really fangirling about them, and her specifically saying that they should be they could be Team Thunder Thighs, if I remember correctly. And luckily for us, we got a little look at what's it? Her dad. What's his dad's name? The freaking douche. I can't remember his name. Hold on, I might have written that down. I don't remember. Jacques. I think it's Jacques. I don't. No, it is right there. Wow. Jacques. He showed up. Threatened to hit Weiss, but if there were people around, if there were people around, or whatever he said, something to that regard. Ironwood was like, "What would you do, huh?" And yeah, Jacques didn't care for that, and he talked down to her, being a piece of crap, as per usual. So Ironwood had gotten clues or info that what's the word? He gotten word that good start to a comeback. He gotten word that there had been deaths linked to people rallying against him, and he's catching on that that's probably being done to set him up. And we know that that's Tyrion. And then Watts at the very end showed up at Jacques' place. They apparently have history, which makes sense. Apparently, Watts used to work at Atlas. I don't remember if we knew that. I think we knew that already. I don't quite remember. I feel like it's something that was stated already. I know this is a real long intro, so that with all that out of the way, let's just go ahead and jump into this episode finally. Oh yeah, also important thing is that they got their essentially license now. They're now certified hunters and huntresses. So maybe we'll see what they're doing in terms of jobs in this episode. Maybe, I don't know.
Salutations! Good morning, Team RWBY.
Oh, Penny, what time is it even?
Time to be huntresses, of course.
Oh wow. First work day. Oh hey!
Sure, take it.
Aww.
Eyes up, huntsman. Time to get used to the new normal in Atlas. Your top priority is Amity Tower. That means protecting supply runs from Grim and bandits, and protecting the site
Whoa!
itself.
I don't think I've seen those before.
Diverting all
Probably.
construction
Possibly.
resources to Amity Tower means there are going to be gaps in Mantle's defenses against Grim. They'll need help on the perimeter.
Hey, have you two ever thought about branching out a little? You always pair up, but I don't know if your styles...
I don't know about that, buddy. You haven't seen them yet.
Really,
Lush.
really good stuff. Yeah, keep it up. Single file up.
Aww.
There's still plenty to do on Mantle itself.
Yeah. Oh, another casserole.
I think you'll find everyone appreciates having a huntsman around.
It's totally the haircut.
You're of course free to enjoy your time off as you see fit. Whatever helps you take the edge off.
You might not hear
Well,
Oz anymore,
fine.
Oscar, but that doesn't mean we can't try to jog him loose.
What did you have in mind?
Yeah, okay, this is the training escape.
The huntsman around you can be an invaluable resource, if you're willing to pay attention.
Have you ever thought about extending your aura?
But make no mistake, school's over.
Can he?
You get to choose what type of huntsman or huntress you are.
Oh. Sorry. I mean, not exactly, but... Oh, that's so cool.
So, what's it gonna be?
Ruby's still...
Excuse me.
Hey! These guys! I haven't seen them forever!
Come on, Lightning Bolt. Aren't you supposed to be fast? Wow.
I missed him,
He's
eh?
actually holding his own. Where's all that energy when he's around you?
Oh god, Normal, it's so cool! Come on, Oscar!
Wow, that was amazing!
Oh, hey.
You guys have really improved since the Vital Tournament. And that cute farm boy had a few surprises for us, too.
Well, you really had us on our toes. Thought you had us there for a second. Whew.
Oh, come on. It was way more than a second.
You guys busy? Want to grab some lunch?
Yes?
Anyway, I could eat a sandwich the size of Cobalt.
Ah, man. We'd love to, but,
Duty calls. Maybe some other time?
No worries. The next time you're free, just let us know.
yeah.
Heck yeah,
Next
dude.
Hey, Ivory, if you're gonna go get Froyo, can I play? Oh, come on.
There's still time for sandwiches, right?
On the way, maybe.
Not that I'm bored, but why can't we just use an airship to take these supplies to Amity?
The components for Amity Tower's construction are far too heavy. All that weight would require precious dust we should be saving for the launch itself, and the Grim that will come after.
It just makes for long, very long supply runs.
At least the tundra is scenic.
Totally.
It's crazy to see how far the animations come. I was looking back
Ruby!
at Whoa.
I just wanted to say how excited I am to be working with you in a professional capacity. As friends.
Me too, Penny.
Relationships are so interesting and varied.
Speaking of friends, have you been able to make any new ones? Since, you know...
Now that I'm the official protector of Mantle, I don't really have a team anymore. General Ironwood says I don't have time for friends.
Oh. How do you feel about that?
I feel like I wish I could do both the things I need to do and the things I want to do. Is that normal?
That's about as normal as it gets, Penny.
Everything going all right up there?
Just fine, Uncle Crow.
I win again. Maybe we should call it quits?
Shut up and deal.
Your niece sure is one of a kind, huh?
They all are. Been through a lot together.
That's a good thing they had someone to look up to and get them through it. Not everyone is so lucky.
I don't know about all that. Thanks, by the way, for looking out for them. You and your team.
What good is saving the world without another generation waiting in the wings? Hopefully, they'll leave Remnant better than we left it for them.
Once upon a time, I'd have drank to that.
You shouldn't do that, you know?
Don't worry, I gave that up.
I meant deflect a compliment. Those kids wouldn't be where they are without you. You've had more of an effect on them than you realize.
Uncle Crow?
What's going on? Grim?
No. Worse. You two with me.
In
Penny,
shock?
stay put and keep an eye on our six. We may need an element of surprise.
Affirmative. I will plan for 6 possible outcomes.
Oh, I'm assuming this is the chick that, what's that guy? The guy that was killed by Tyrion. He was talking about.
All right, ladies, time to show them our teeth.
Maybe not. I don't know. I could be wrong. We'll see.
Robyn! Well, if it isn't Mantle's hometown hero.
I think so, actually.
Is there a reason you're blocking an official military transport?
Clover, I'm so glad you're here. Maybe you can help me understand why this truck that's supposed to be taking construction materials to fix Mantle's outer wall is on its way to the middle of nowhere. Are you lost?
It's pretty easy to get turned around out here in the tundra. Everything looks the same. Thanks for checking up on us, though. We'll be on our way now.
I was hoping you'd play it straight with me. What's Ironwood doing with Amity at the old SDC mine?
Oh, that. Just giving her an annual checkup.
The next Vital Festival isn't anytime soon. Only automated drones and a few select Atlas scientists are allowed out here. And Amity's getting invaluable resources we need in Mantle to protect against Grimm. Seems like more than just a checkup.
You've been scoping it out.
We can't fix the wall without the supplies on these trucks. I think Mantle deserves to know what they're being used for. It doesn't have to be difficult. Just tell me.
I'm going to have to pass on that.
How about you, Pipsqueak? 5 o'clock Shadow? Either of you want to tell me why Mantle's being put at risk for Ironwood's pet project?
We're trying to help Mantle.
That's enough, Robyn. As a potential councilwoman, you should probably focus on the election instead of harassing Huntsman. Now, it's time to let us pass.
I think you've misjudged the situation. One way or another, these supplies are going to get where they're supposed to go.
Oh boy.
Mantle.
Then I suggest you do that through the proper legal channels as a councilwoman, if you get elected.
Now, where's the fun in that?
Where's everybody else? Uh-oh.
Robyn Hill, I would like to politely ask that you call off the Huntresses approaching the rear of the truck.
All right. Joanna! May! The protector of Mantle, huh?
Let us through. Please.
Robyn. Good luck at the election.
That was a close one.
You're telling me.
What now?
I want to know why Amity Coliseum is suddenly so important. Whatever it takes.
Oh, that's so cool.
Your technique still has those maddening, sloppy touches. But you've learned how to make them work for you. You've made them your own.
Wow. That was very close to a compliment.
I didn't intend it that way.
Yeah, I figured.
We all make mistakes, I guess.
You've grown up a bit, haven't you? You're not the little girl clinging to the family name anymore.
Since Beacon, I haven't really had a choice. Father's view of the world no longer matches with mine.
Whatever the case, I am glad to see you've moved on. Distancing myself from the Schnee name is the most beneficial thing I've ever done. We can move forward without him. Together. I know General Ironwood would have a place for you.
I would be grateful to him if he did. But I'm not sure I could accept.
Yeah,
Really? It's just... our kingdom isn't supposed to be like this. Fearful and withdrawn. We should be opening our borders to help the world, not closing them down.
We will, though. Once we've weathered the storm, we will. I know the General hasn't done everything perfectly, but he's doing what he thinks is right.
Everybody thinks what they're doing is right. But usually, they're just looking out for themselves. And their secrets.
Ironwood isn't keeping secrets. Not from me.
Oh, maybe.
Can you be sure?
Come with me. There's something I want to show you.
Are we going to see the other, one of the maidens? Is this the summer one? I don't remember. Okay. Oh. Must be her then. Maybe? Can't really tell.
That's the Winter Maiden.
She could pass any day now. Until that happens, I'm the only person Freya's allowed to see.
Ironwood's chosen you to be the next when she dies.
Well, that's funny. Kinda, not funny, but
How long have you known?
the name thing.
Since Beacon fell.
Doesn't it bother you? He practically groomed your whole military career.
It did at first, when the General first proposed it to me. But the more I thought about it, the more I saw it as a privilege. A chance to do some real good for Atlas. For Remnant.
But your destiny was chosen for you, without your input.
Perhaps. But I'm choosing it now. I've made it my own, and I take great pride in it. that has nothing to do
Where
with
if Weiss
Father
would become it?
or the
That'd be kinda
General.
cool.
That belongs to me.
Not so bad for winter, but
I guess we've both had to do a little bit of that. Carving out our own way.
I suppose we have. Speaking of the family name...
What is he doing?
If I'm elected councilman, I've made it no secret that I will be opposing General Ironwood and his senseless embargo that is crippling all of Atlas. It is my belief that these measures are not only reckless, but criminal. With no shipments allowed to enter or leave the kingdom, I know many are suffering, and my family has been weathering the same storm as many of you. Effective immediately, I'm forced to shut down all non-essential SDC operations. If elected to office, I will make the changes necessary to fix what Ironwood has broken. I hope you ask yourself before the vote, can you trust anyone else to stop Ironwood? Will Robyn Hill be able to get your jobs back?
I think Father may have just provided the spark that's going to set this kingdom on fire.
oh boy. Well, that's just great. As if we didn't have problems enough. Oh man. Okay. Thanks, Jock. Really appreciate that. And their negative. Oh god, their behavior, their emotions are just gonna stir up the Grim even more. They know this. I mean, they know what attracts the Grim. All right. Hold on. I want to go back because I forgot. I don't remember the people from Atlas that were at the school. What was it? Tournament in season 3. I don't remember the names. Okay. Flynt Cole, was that him? Come on. Okay. Fiona Time? Is that the other one? Or is it? One. Un momento. Let me, real easy way to figure that out. I'm pretty sure Flint Stone, I recognize that name. Cole. Sorry, not Stone. I mean Cole. Yep, that's him. Okay. And Neon Cat. Duh. Jesus. God damn, I'm such an idiot. Right, Neon Cat. That's ridiculous, but it's hilarious. Well, let's see then. Who's Fiona? I can't remember who Fiona Time is. Is that was it the one that was with? Did she speak? Or yeah, I think they did. Fiona. I think Fiona Time was the. No. Maybe it was one of the others that were with during the training. Sorry, I know I'm like scrambling my words before I even. Okay, no, I was right the first time. It was the Faunus that was with Robyn. Okay. I wonder who's free. Because I wrote the other names down that were with them. Joanna and May. So I don't know who Freya is. She just said the name. God dang. Oh, I thought it was Maria. Okay, Freya. Gotcha. But I'm glad that we got to see those two again, Neon and Flynt. But I like Flynt a lot. I mean, Neon didn't like her as much in that episode whenever they first showed up, just because she was the way she was insulting, more so egging her on, not really insulting her, but just kind of pushing the right buttons for your gang. But she's funny. She's basically kind of like Nora. And Flynt, he's just cool. And he plays the trumpet. I mean, how can you not like someone who plays the trumpet? Unless they play it badly. But he doesn't, so. We probably got the other people's names, but I don't remember them, and I don't see them on the list. So I don't know who they are. But I want to see them do more. I'm interested to see what their semblances would be. I almost said quirk again. I'm having that problem. We did get to see the Winter Maiden finally. By the way, speaking of Freya. But when I said funny during the reaction, I didn't mean obviously. I'm pretty sure you knew that, but I didn't mean funny that hey she's close to dying. Just the fact that Winter is gonna be the new Winter Maiden, the next one. I don't see that happening. Not necessarily saying that I don't see Winter fitting for being the next Winter Maiden. And I understand that they're kind of trying to get her to ingratiate to Freya, but it's so no pun intended, but it just seems kind of almost cold the way she interacts with her. Like it's just so stiff, so mechanical, so I don't know, like caretaker, but without the care, kind of. Not that she treats her poorly, but just like there's no sympathy or empathy towards the person. So I don't know. And I also said that it would be kind of funny and cool if Weiss became the Winter Maiden instead. It'd be kind of interesting considering like she's so young, and I feel like that would be I want to say making them overpowered, but we've seen that the Winter Maidens can be taken down. Although a lot of the time, at least on a one-on-one, it needs to be it's best if it's another maiden. Sorry. But like it took 3 very skilled fighters to take out the first the Fall Maiden, and they also had like grim dark magic crap on their side, so there's that. But I also don't know. I feel like it might end up. I hope it's not the case because I don't know. I don't really know the character, but she's just so like frail and bedridden. I just hate the idea of it going down the same route as it did with the Fall Maiden, like how she was essentially killed. So hopefully that won't be the case here. But if it does, I don't know who would, because it has to be. Doesn't have to be a woman for them to become a maiden. I think, right? I'm trying to think who could. I mean, I guess Robyn could and inadvertently become the Winter Maiden, because trying to find out stuff about Ironwood, she might either maybe another one that maybe wouldn't be assumed, or someone may not think about. I mean, some might, but the other one, the Faunus, did I write it down? I don't think I did. Shoot, it's right there. Fiona. I wonder if maybe Fiona. She's one of the ones that would go find that information for Robyn, and maybe they accidentally. I don't know. I don't see any of our people acquiring the ability. So, but we'll see, I guess. I really liked what they showed at the beginning, like basically them on their first few jobs as hunters and huntresses, like officially licensed hunters and huntresses. I like that. What's his name? Oh no, it's up there still. Marrow. He's kind of asking about Gang and Blake, that they're always paired together. Maybe they should kind of vary it up, thinking that their fighting styles don't quite pair up very well. And he's only seen them fight twice at that point, at least that they showed. He hasn't seen them like having a fight for their lives. Well, obviously when you're fighting against Grimm, you will be fighting for your life, but you know what I mean. Like whenever they fought against against Adam. Like, they are a great team. So I kind of like the way they're sort of going, but they're not necessarily. Cause I'm pretty sure, I could be very wrong, but about them kind of hinting at them liking each other. It's not super subtle, but it's also not like right in your face. I don't think it is. Not as bad as other shows tend to do it, like where they just repeatedly just like, yeah, these people are gonna be together. Like they do it. They show that they have little moments like that spread throughout bits of the show, but I don't know. It's not. It doesn't annoy me as much. I guess it doesn't seem as obnoxiously placed, or it doesn't seem not obnoxiously placed at all. And they feel like they did that with a couple of the, like, I think they're kind of doing that with possibly with Crow and Clover. At the very least, Crow is kind of feeling appreciative of what Clover's telling him about him, about Crow, the fact that he shouldn't be, deflecting compliments about himself, thinking so poorly of himself and talking him up. And he seems, it might just be, he's bashful about, receiving compliments, because some people are just like that. But it also kind of could be seen as, they're hinting at maybe Crow's starting to feel something. I mean, I know they've only known each other for a little bit, but I mean, I wouldn't balk at it, I guess. Like, it doesn't seem out of, not out of place, what's the word? Out of nowhere, I mean, I could see it. But I'm also kind of not sure how I like Clover, but I'm also not sure. Like, the interaction he had with Robyn. I mean, he's doing his job, and working under Ironwood, I don't know, like, the kind of training they get, and if he was always like that, or just, I don't know. And he thinks what they're doing, is good for the best. But Robyn's like, they're taking resources they need to repair, to make the repairs that they need. I hope nothing goes, like, I don't know. I don't even think that maybe the whole team is gonna be like that. Like, it might just be Clover. I hope it's not. I hope it's not the whole team. I hope it's not just Clover. I don't want them to be ending up, maybe not bad, but like, what's the word? Misguided. But going back to the things that in the beginning, like showing what was it saying? Oh, like whenever Jean was at the crosswalk helping kids cross and everything, they were showing like a bunch of the girls kind of like giggling and waving at him, and one of the others kind of giving him I forgot what it was, what she had given him. But he's like, oh, another. Thank you. That's something he's used to. Just because I remember back at the first couple volumes, and even the first couple episodes, Jean was portraying a confidence that he didn't necessarily have. Like, it was more so a front, because that his dad told him that that's what women like. But the way he went about it, it was just didn't work out. But yeah, he's obviously not used to that kind of attention, so it's funny just to see that. And I mentioned this earlier. I'm gonna circle this up so I can remember to talk about this afterwards. But they mentioned this earlier about. Sorry, I mentioned this earlier during the episode. I was watching normies react to RWBY. They're on volume 1 right now, and it's crazy. Like, I don't dislike the animation from the earlier volumes at all, but it's crazy to compare like so sudden, like not so suddenly, just the jump between where they were and where they are now. It's the animation is just it doesn't even look like the same show. It's so fluid, and the shading, the colors, like just how everything pops, things stand out. Like Weiss before, like she was super bright and like the contrast was way up, really like very unsaturated colors on her, and she almost blended in with the white background. And a lot of times that was like kind of almost annoyingly blinding in a way. Now she completely stands out from the back, and the background itself look just amazing. So I know that's not really something important now. I just it's something that I noticed watching someone react to season 1, volume 1, and then immediately going to start back up on this volume. It's just like, wow, that is huge contrast. But during the training, I think his name was Vine something. What's his name? Vine Zeki, I think his name is. Was talking to Jean about. He asked him, was like, "Have you ever thought about extending your aura? Can you do that? Or is that just like, why doesn't? Is that just more like I can do that? Why doesn't anybody else try that? I wonder if it was more like that, or if it's like, with your aura, I feel like you might be able to do that. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool if you could. I mean, because we've seen that. Lie. I mean, I know it's lie, but Ren. We've seen him being able to do that, but he has to like kind of do it through the floor, disperse it that way, or just through. He has to translate it through touch. Translate it? Did I say translate it? Translate it through touch, and extend it that way. I'm wondering if Jean could extend like his amplifying semblance to somebody without touching them, like kind of send a beam or a ray or some sort. If he was too far to get to somebody in time, and he could just heal them or boost them from afar, or if he can actually somehow physically almost do what Vine can, that'd be really cool. Is that his name? I don't see it on the. Oh yeah, see, Vine Zeki. That'd be really cool. I'm just wondering if that's gonna actually play into something, or if that was more so just like, why don't you try it? I feel really bad for Penny, because even like since she was created, just hasn't been given any time to relax or to just enjoy living. And with Ironwood telling her that she doesn't have time for friends, I don't know. I mean, I understand he's dealing with a lot of stress and trying to juggle so many things to try to finish Salem, to kill her, to rid the world of Salem, not knowing thus far, that's as far as the others know, that you can't. They need to tell him before he goes any further. I just don't know how that's going to affect him and how he'll react to them or others. Like in terms of like how he's going to, if he'll not take it out on the city, but you know what I mean, like how that'll affect his actions forward from there. But like Penny obviously really, like she hasn't had friends since leaving Beacon, since they took her back from Beacon after she was just severed. She hasn't had friends in Atlas, so I don't know how long it's been in the show, but it's been 4 years for almost 3 to 4 years for us. Again, I don't know what that translates to in time for them, but I'm sure someone will point it out. I don't know. I hope. I don't think they'll do it again, where they'll just at the same volume they bring her back, and they would just kill her. So I doubt that that's gonna happen. But you never know. I just hope it doesn't. I hope I don't know how Ironwood's gonna be at the end of this volume, like if they end up telling him or not. So I'm hoping that things go okay. He maybe loosens his hold on Penny, I guess, for lack of a better term. Loosens up, at the very least. I hope he loosens up. He needs to relax, because he's gonna have a heart attack before he can do anything. Oh boy, okay. Well, I think that's all I have for this episode, this chapter, whatever you want to call it. Really sorry it took this long to get back, guys. I'm doing my best. But I thought this was really, I really like the show. Like, I hated not watching it, and it was also partially a struggle to not watch it and not react to it, to just watch it without reacting to it. But I wanted to, because I know I already promised some people that I would, and that I've already put some of it on the channel. I didn't want to just like, nah, I'm just gonna watch it on my own. So it sucked not being able to watch it because I couldn't record it, or I was just not in the mood. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna do my best to stay on that. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing 3 more episodes today, so that to at least give some room for everybody, so that hopefully that won't happen anytime soon. But that's it for this week's episode, guys. Or yeah, this week's episode for you guys. Might be another one. Don't know yet. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to stick around for the next one, go ahead and click the subscribe button. That should hopefully not be, again, as long as a wait. Here's hoping. And maybe by that point I'll also have enough backed up to put 1 or 2 up on Patreon. We'll see. Probably just 1, not to kill myself. But yeah,